It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Pats and the Monarchs, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the London Monarchs. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now Jones. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance. Thinking out there, and a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Touchdown! John Ross, 62 yards. And the Monarchs are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Throwing, Jones. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And they rattle off a big one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Monarchs have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England's offense set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On 1st and 10, Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Well, he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Quentin Williams with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And that is incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, flush to his right. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let it go again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Jones under pressure, and down he goes. Quentin Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things...
The thing for me, we talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Well, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And what a big-time play there. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him. He's taken all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Monarchs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time. And down he goes. A covered sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Quentin Williams getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantages and all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He completes it to Henry. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here comes the blitz as they look to, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jump. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Jones on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. And right side, Henry's got it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Jones. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. London about set to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 35. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing, Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one and done. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first. And taking the knee, some late gamesmanship. Late touchdown.
Well, they all week as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're